Oh man, I was actually pretty fast. In a single sitting and no save system. Yep, this is definitely pretty short. Set aside an hour. You know what I should do, actually, is... You get into the mood, might as well turn off the light. Alright. Oh. I didn't realize it started. Alright. Oh my god, the mouse sensitivity, though. That's actually too high. I pressed exit instead of escape. Off to a great start. There. At least it's really fast to get into. Is my mouse sensitivity still saved, though? It's not. Not exit, not exit. That exits the game. Alright. Still a little too high. Alright, there we go. Conserve your flashlight battery. Oh. Recharge it at power outlets. Explore freely. Piece the story together. When night falls, enter the mountain. Oh. Oh, okay, that's the ocean. So there's a jump, there is no crouch, there is a use, and there is a flashlight. And there is movement. Strange acidic smell emanated from the pipe. Isa kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you, she said. She didn't take it either, he said. Nor did I, and nor did Abel. And yet it's gone. Daniel said they're the last one I gave the key to, said Isa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? I'm the one who told you it was missing. So is this a puzzle? And I can't interact with it at all. It's in the same series as the game you played last year where you walked around a house unlocking horror demos. So it's basically like a lot of the, ones from DreadX. I never did finish, David Szymanski's contribution to that. The Squirrel Hunter game. Fresh air from an unseen crack in the corner cut through the room's stuffy musk. Rusted junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. Heavy unit Abel didn't take it, he said. Because I trust him, she said. He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? Daniel didn't answer immediately. I trust all of you, because that's how we have to live. I do have DreadX Collection 3. I don't know if I'll get to that this year, since I figured I wasn't going to stream as much, but who knows? I might get to a lot of them on my week off at the end of the month. Because I still want to do Doom 64 this year. Because I want that to be traditional, too. Like, I want that to be something I play yearly, like Alice Madness Returns. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. What's your problem with Isa? Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here. Spelled interrupted wrong. I'll forgive him. It's one of his earlier games. Saying she knows... Oh, that's the start. Why can't I touch these? And these things again, they're in the exact... Is this the... No, this isn't the same room. Oh wait, maybe I should do these in order. Oh wait, they're the same thing. Alright. Problem is that she's a liar, said Ellie angrily. Fiddling with the knobs in the machine as she's paced around, and I have to keep explaining this over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly, you're not an impartial judge. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's the only one with a key. Leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it, he said. Surprisingly calming game. This is almost... With those out in the water like that, now it's starting to come across as a little post-apocalyptic. Mysterious liquid has drained from the tank and into the water of long ago. These skeletons were all that remained. I guess you could call it... This place was a forest once. Isa could remember the glorious living trees barely. Deep tangle of trees and foliage, free to run wild and unkempt. Can I go over here? Nope. I definitely like the atmosphere. The night was wild and cold. Monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. Oh wait, maybe I have to check it. Ah, there we go. It's only the 4 buttons, so trial and error is not that bad there. Can I? Guess I can't. It looks like a candle. Can't light it though. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed alive, watchful. It is a bit tense. Here's these things again. They're always in the same position, too. A family of rats lived among the crates of dried food. They were perhaps the last animals left alive. Ellie? Daniel's voice echoed around the tunnels. Silence. She couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. Daniel heard soft scratching footsteps behind him. He turned and shined his flashlight around the tunnel. Nothing. So we're Daniel. I almost thought we were Ellie for a second there. Unless we're not either of them. Oh, that's what that does. Alright, that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't think that's how it works, but... gameplay mechanics. So you do need to charge it. You just go to an outlet to charge it. He called again. Ellie. Still no answer, but he heard the footsteps again. I don't hear any footsteps, though. I don't have the best hearing. He didn't even have time to cry out at the shadow silhouetted in the flashlight beam lurking behind him, or lunging towards him. By the way, for any aspiring indie devs out there, I'm not exactly the easiest person to scare, so... But here's a little tip. If you ever wanted to actually get under my skin, set it in a subway with a subway with a very real threat of getting stabbed. Well, real as in, that's the failure state. I can't tell if that was a growl or someone's chainsaw. She felt its breath before she felt its claw, and then she was gone. Like, if there's no saves, I wonder if there's an actual failure state in this game is the thing. I like how there's fluorescent lights and none of them work. Did I go this way? I don't know if I'm going backwards or not. I was going backwards. Still not. Is that the same thing that I heard before, or saw before? Alright, so I think I was down here last time, so... I actually thought with the ambient occlusion that there was something around the corner there. I think there's ambient occlusion. Nope, never mind, there isn't. She never felt like this before. She knew these tunnels well. She had been down here hundreds of times, yet she was lost, confused, and afraid. All there is just a shit ton of knobs. All in the same position. Oh, I thought there was going to be like an actual hallway here this time. After I saw that. Nope. There's some areas I haven't gone to yet. I read those already, and I wonder if they're still relevant. Did I go this way already? Yeah, I did. Wait, can I charge my... I cannot. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed to... Wait, did I go through here? Is this the beginning? Yeah, this is the beginning. I didn't go this way yet, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't. Code was long forgotten. No one who's been below in many years. I don't think I need to check it. I think it unlocks itself when you get the right code. Shit. Need to charge my flashlight. Oh, no, I can't go back up. Alright. Is there more areas that I could explore up here? I wonder. Okay, there's music outside now. Yeah, I didn't explore all of this yet. They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them toward the shoreline. Isa could remember when the old building still stood here, filled with families. I'm sorry, he said, and he cried because he often cried during these talks. For what, she said, for a lot of things. What the fuck is this grass? These conversations were not new. Oh, I like this music. Long ago, Isa had learned to love Abel despite and for his despondency. She hugged him as the wind tossed her long gray hair around. Oh, there's another one. Alright. Okay, that's locked. Yesterday, 4 people lived on this island. Now only 1 remains. Wait, when night falls, enter the mountain. Isa was the oldest, if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like so many others, were bittersweet. Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl, the youngest of all of them, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood. Otherwise, she stayed in her cluttered house where it was warm and familiar. Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from and who had put them there. Abel loved Isa and he loved Daniel and Ellie, but when his mind wasn't turned toward their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Sometimes he would rifle through the barrel, and the promise of discovering trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporarily. Oh, there's more over here. Oh, I don't even need the flashlight. There is an evil man on this island. Hold on. And I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same women. Betrayed the same women. He is my constant companion and my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends, and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch, helpless with their unshed, unfelt... Why did I pronounce that unshed? Unshed, unfelt blood on my hands. He gifts my flesh with indescribable pleasures and blights my soul with unfettered despair. His name is Sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. Looks like there's boats. They're either boats. No, they're these things, just sunken. Huh. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. Isa and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before you got caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. Hello? He said. His expression confused Abel. Moody, quite moody. What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered. Casually flipping through the book on her table, it was covered in dust. There's another hatch. I don't know why I'm trying there, because Door's rusted shut. Well, yeah, I definitely think that's everything above ground now, so maybe I should try the hatch again. Maybe there's something about the tree. Some more ruins. Daniel sat with Ellie under the tree, his arm around her. You remember when we used to climb that tower over there? He said. I wonder how long before the whole island is underwater. This was the hatch I went in there earlier, right? Yeah, it was. It's locked again? Yeah, it doesn't make a sound. You have to keep testing it. I think I've tried every code. Oh, there we go. No, I didn't try every code. Okay. This is looking a little Silent Hill-ish. He had to know the truth and Hector would not tell it, so down here, where nobody would find him, he wrote, on scraps of paper. Maybe someday someone would discover them. Ah, shit. I think that's everything. I didn't see anything in there. Might be nighttime now. Let's go outside. Come back when night falls. I must not have done everything. Because when I was, like, over here looking at shit, that's when it started getting darker. But I think I've done everything in that hatch. And I went into these two buildings. Yeah, I am like the king of missing, like, the one thing that I need. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm missing something. Oh, I'm definitely missing something. Because you can beat this. I wonder, maybe if... What if that code for the hatch I can't get into is for that door? Like, I have to figure out that one code again. Wait, did I look at this? I may not have looked at this. There's nothing to look at. Oh, it's just the... Never mind. Oh. Everything's set up in here again. Isa could not talk to Abel about her feelings because Abel was overburdened with his own, so she often sat at her desk and wrote. She did not know who ever read her papers, but there was something profound about preserving thoughts so that they would live long after there was nobody around to read them. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver, and the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Ellie are young. They do not feel it. They don't remember what the world used to be like. But Abel and I do, and we are both filled with longing for intangible joys that it can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now that smile is a disguise. She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. Brutal. Oh, there's a key here. Oh, it's... Oh, it's for this. Maybe not. There's no inventory. Maybe it is for that door, then. Oh, it's dark now. Just make sure I have a full charge. This is dangerous because it's raining. Yeah, so what I found in the hatch, I guess, caused that to happen. Like I said, I'm assuming this key goes to this door. It's very, very moody. I like this. Yep. Daniel was still thinking about his talk with Abel the day before as he absent-mindedly picked the book up. Something caught his eye, or rather, the lack of something. The moon silver was gone. He stared at the empty dais for some time, struggling to comprehend the simple, shocking fact. Had someone moved it? Isa, perhaps? She was the only one with a key to the Chapel of Infinite Light. But Ellie or Abel could have borrowed it from her, as he had done or taken it. Regardless, he had to tell the others. Word of Hector the Fourth. Again, the moon came to Hector in a dream. The woodland teeth is vanquished, it said. Your people are safe for now, but it still waits, lurking in the depths. It fears the moon's sliver? Wait, has it been the moon's sliver this whole time? And I've just been reading it wrong? I just noticed now it says sliver and not silver. Oh my god, I'm bad. And it will not dare appear again while the holy document remains in your possession, but know this, the moon's sliver ever be destroyed. Should the moon's sliver ever be destroyed, even my divine light will not be able to save you from the wrath of the woodland teeth and the darkness of hell. Keep it safe, keep it ready, and may you live in prosperity on this island that I have given you. Let your prosperity be a sign that the words I speak are true. I don't think her words were true. Holy crap, it's dark. Alright, so I know where that door is. It's like near the hatch. Return to the mountain. Isa couldn't remember the last time she had been under the mountain. There was no reason to come here. But she had looked everywhere else. She clutched the old knife in her right hand. Yesterday, the moon's sliver... It has been the sliver this whole time. Why have I been calling it the moon's silver? The moon's sliver went missing today. Ellie, Daniel, and Abel. Alright, so we are playing, Isa. Ellie, Daniel, and Abel were all nowhere to be found. She knew the word of Hector by heart. The sinister implications were not lost on her. Ellie, she called. Daniel, Abel. Abel heard her and answered, I'm here. There was something strange about his voice. Something Isa didn't like. What are you doing here? I am reading of ages past. And where Ellie and Daniel are. I do not. They are missing, she said. They are missing. The moon's sliver is missing. Do you understand me? Do you understand what this implies? I do. Night will fall in a few hours. I think it's already fell, honey, and we need to stick together. We can sleep in the same house, mine or yours. We'll keep the fire burning. We'll keep the door locked. We'll pray, Abel. We'll pray to the unseen moon for mercy and protection. Are you happy here, Isa? We can't stay in the dark. It thrives in the dark. Are you happy? Yes, I'm happy. Please, Abel. There were tears in his eyes as he struggled to control his voice. Isa, I know you. Know every inch of you, and I know every corner of your mind. You aren't happy. None of us are happy. Isa didn't respond. I'm staying here, the tears flowing freely now. I would like it if you stayed with me, Isa. Please stay with me. Isa didn't respond. Oh wait. I will find you, Abel. I let it out, Isa. I destroyed the moon's sliver. Isa was shocked and silent. I burned it yesterday after I talked with Daniel. Her eyes are filling with betrayed, angry tears. What, Abel? No. Why? You want to be dragged to hell? Do you want us to be dragged there with you? We're already in hell. This island, this horrible, barren, lonely island, this place of sin, this is hell. I saw the blasphemous scraps of paper Jeremiah found. Those many years ago. I read them before they were destroyed. Perhaps I was the only one who did. I did not believe them, but I have lived life since then, and I have seen the truth of their words. Isa could not respond as tears streamed down her face. She just kept walking towards the sound of his voice, the knife clutched in her hand. You did not read the blasphemous scraps, Isa, but I did, and I remember them with incredible clarity. Supernatural clarity, even. Fear not the dark shadows or the scratches in the night, for the woodland teeth is your salvation. It is your escape. It said this and more, Isa. It said this and more, Isa. I read that completely wrong. The woodland teeth is not here to take us to hell. It is here to take us away from hell. She could see him ahead, her flashlight beam cutting through the sickly fog. Not anymore. He was sitting in a chair, a book on his lap. As she approached, she could see that he was crying too. I believe the word of Hector, she said, and I will not go to hell. Please trust me, please. I believe the word of Hector, she said again, and she put the knife to her chest, point first. Please, no, Isa, please don't. Stay with me, don't leave me alone. I love you, she spurred tearfully. I love you so much. She closed her eyes and pushed. She remembered where the heart was located from one of her father's old books. Abel was too slow to catch her falling body. He knelt beside her and sobbed for some time. He was not a strong young man anymore, but Isa's body was light. He would take her out to the water. She had always loved the water, but then what? Read? Read until it found him? No. He didn't feel like reading anymore. He was ready to be rid of this entire cursed island, books and all. He would simply wander aimlessly and freely, to take one last look at the island and feel the wind blowing the memories away. And then, when night fell, he would return. And wait. That actually sent chills up my spine. Okay, maybe I'm a bit of a wuss, but I did start to choke up there a little bit. Wait, can I move? Oh, I can move. Alright. Morning dawned on the empty island, cold and bright and windy. The moon's sliver. I mean, it could be the moon's silver. David Szymanski. Mario 1298. That's not bad. This is like one of his first works, isn't it? Like I said, it got me a little choked up at the end. It was nice. Nice storytelling.